Welcome back to part 16 of my Liberation of Hyrule Insanity's Extreme, and this is the second half of this dungeon. You may notice that my rupee amount is different, and that's because my first time around, I actually felt and had to do all this all over again. Luckily, when you kill the dongos on the spiked room, they stay permanently dead. So, if you want, what you can do is actually walk through a lot of the rooms, and you just gotta make sure this one room is clear. Because if this one room isn't cleared, you just can't get past that room without getting hit. And you absolutely need to get to the end while having your sword beam. So you saw what I was talking about. Yes, I cleared all these rooms a second time. In fact, when I cleared it out a second time, I did quite a bit better in some of the rooms. That includes this room and the 5 super dark nut room earlier on. So that's probably one reason why I got a little annoyed with this dungeon is for recording purposes, I wanted to make things look a little smoother. Well, if I weren't recording this game, then I wouldn't be going back and forth so many times. I'd actually skip some rooms. So this dungeon isn't as bad as I'm making it seem. But anyways, now you get to see something new. This room, just because of the fights, you can get hit pretty easily. But for the most part, it's not too bad. I do use some lame tactics here. I think I got a little lucky there. It is good to kill the super dark nuts, because you get a lot of rupees that way. All the other enemies are pretty easy, so just be careful and be aggressive. I know that's a pretty hard combination to be a master of. This next room is Lane Tactics City. This is what I do to guarantee that I don't get hit in this room. They're bomb shoes and red whiz robes. Well, they're not red in this game, but teleporting whiz robes. So just walking in and out, killing the whiz robes, walking back in, make sure I don't get hit by anything. The whiz robes take priority. I think to negate this lane effect, you can make the bomb shoes the primary enemy. But this one's a lot easier than the less difficult than the dark nut version of this room. So that room's clear. Got some free rupees. This room is pretty intense just because of that guy. But at the same time, the Octorok takes priority in this room. So I clear out some enemies, like so, and then I go kill the Octorok a couple more times so that I can get some easy rupees. Be careful because he can kill you real easy. And you may notice there are only a couple more rooms left in this dungeon. And this video is 17 minutes. And you'll soon see why. Because I do try to clear all these rooms. And I mess up quite a bit. This room's not too bad. Is the whiz robe, and if you're standing in the long hallway like I am, you can use your nut nice mirror shield to take care of him. So that room's cleared. I'm doing really good on rupees. But this next room can end your day real fast. Because they're level 4 Octorocks, a bomb Octorocks, and there's a fast one in there that just will wreck your world. So, I read the comments, and James had mentioned how the refilling on hearts is only meant for when you're about to die. And I can definitely see that. That makes a lot of sense. I just didn't want to do it that way. So you get to see me go back and forth quite a bit. And by the way, I know my earlier videos, my microphone, you don't hear this staticky noise, and my audio was better. If you can help me, I would be greatly appreciated. I'm kind of cheap. I don't want to spend any money on some fancy equipment. And I'm using, let's see what program I'm using. I'm using Windows Movie Maker. And so in my earlier videos, I just clicked on the record narration, and it recorded my voice fine. But recently, when I was doing the Fortress 6 videos, when I clicked record narration, it just would not want to record me. My voice would be so quiet, and I even tried turning up the narration as high as possible and the music as low as possible, and you just couldn't hear me. And I can't figure out why. And so what I'm doing instead is I'm using sound recorder to record my voice. I have a cheap microphone, and that's why when I use it this way, my voice, you hear that sort of staticky noise. That's totally unprofessional, and I know this isn't supposed to be this isn't like real professional, and well, I'm a big star YouTuber, but still it is nice to have a little bit of professionalism. And so I do have to apologize for the crappy quality of my audio, and as you can see, I got hit by the red bubble there. Well, if anybody could help me out with the audio, that would be really nice. I do have a friend who's really into music. He told me he knows a really cheap way of having better audio, so I might ask him how to do that for my later videos. But I have postponed this series long enough, and so I wanted to give you something so that you're better off, so that you don't have nothing. So I am highly grateful for your patience. I'm going to try and have the rest of the series out by this week, because I'm going on a 2-week vacation after this week is over, and I'm not going to be touching my computer at all. So yeah. Of course, if you're watching this video like a year from now, then you can negate what I'm talking about. What makes these guys a pain is you can't use the typical tricks to dodge their bullets, their bombs, because they'll just explode right there. So that's what makes that room a little bit scary. But this is the final room before the boss. Again, you have to have your sword beam to do the boss. It is absolutely impossible to do this without the sword beam. Just trust me. Hello, Triforce. How are you doing there? I'm stretching. I think you can work like 5 minutes into the video.
and watch me actually complete the boss. I will spoil it. I mess up twice. And when you mess up on this boss, you have to walk all the way back and get uncursed. Well, no, not get uncursed, but walk all the way back and heal that tiny bit of damage that you did and walk all the way back. So, it's going to be a lot of back and forth here. You know, it is possible to do this boss on your first try. I've actually done it before off camera. Unfortunately, it was off camera, not on camera. I didn't want to record this whole dungeon all over again, just so that I could do that one part my first try. So, I was just warping about 5 minutes ahead so that you can see me successfully do this next part. As you can see, I kind of got hit right away. Really fun stuff. Actually, it's not fun at all. It kind of sucks. I'm a little relaxed here because I have plenty of rupees, but those rupees can go away quite quickly. Well, wouldn't it be nice if you can kind of sneak your way in with your items? That'd make that boss super easy because I just use my arrows. Actually, this dungeon would be super easy if you can sneak in with your items, because you wouldn't have to do any of this dungeon. You could just skip everything. You'd stun everything with your fire boomerang, and then you just watch the boss and throw arrows at it, and yeah, it would die. Well, they would die, now that you know what the boss is. Wouldn't it suck if I got hit by a red bubble right now? Okay, round 2, start. Well, you see I made a little progress. Now, the third time is a charm. I successfully do this boss the third time. I think this boss battle is pretty cool. It requires a lot of patience and control. It can be a little nerve-wracking considering you do all this work. This is about, 30 minutes worth of work, so you don't want to lose all that by running out of rupees, because that would really suck. But I really don't have much to say other than that, so I really hope you enjoyed the rest of this video and stay tuned for future videos for the rest of the series. Talk to you later. Have a nice day. Ciao.